No doubt remember that there was a time, not so long ago, when the market for electric vehicles, or EVs, was completely dominated by one single company, Elon Musk's Tesla. These sleek, stylish electric vehicles have made a reputation for themselves for many positive reasons, not just because everyone loves Elon Musk. But since 2020, most of the largest and most successful automotive companies have joined the race, throwing their lot into the EV market with some really great innovations. Number 1. Toyota bZ4X. Toyota is preparing to rejoin the EV market with the 2023 bZ4X, a stylish if edgy-looking vehicle that offers both front and four-wheel drive options and up to 252 miles of driving per charge. It has a nippy acceleration in both driving configurations, and the steering has a decent amount of weight to it. Regenerative braking can be improved using a button on the center console, and the modest cockpit provides a respectable 12.3-inch central touchscreen. Wireless smartphone mirroring is also available as standard. In single-motor mode, the RPA range can go up to 252 miles, which makes this a modest but effective mid-range EV. Number 2. Lexus RZ450e. The 2023 RZ450e is the first electric vehicle offered from Lexus, and it's built on the eTNGA structure that's shared with the bZ4X and Subaru Solterra. This car has a look of menace about it, but offers the typical luxury features as well as a few little innovations. The only problem is the range, which is only about 200 miles per charge. Still, it does pack a wallop, more than many expected from the car, thanks to its 308 horsepower, closer to the Lexus RX than an NX. It also achieves a nice smoothness in acceleration and can hit 0 to 60 at an estimated 6-second range. Number 3. Renault Megane E-Tech. Here's an EV for the more discerning driver, who likes, shall we say, normal cars as opposed to luxury. The Megane E-Tech is Renault's new family hatch, and it's built entirely around battery power. There's not going to be a version with an actual engine at all, which is allowed for different design options and choices. The Megane is front drive only and allows for up to 220 horsepower. There are two choices for batteries, being the 40 or 60 kilowatt options, and this makes the difference between ranges of 186 and 292 miles. Number 4. Ford F-150 Lightning. The Ford F-150 has been an incredibly well-selling vehicle as a pickup, and so you can imagine how badly the company wants the 2022 F-150 Lightning EV to break into the mainstream market. With a powerful 563 horsepower and 775 pound-foot of torque, the most ever in an F-150 by the way, the Lightning looks to be very capable of achieving greatness for Ford. Its dual motors are aiming for 0 to 60 in about 4.5 seconds, with independent rear suspension and a payload of up to 2,000 pounds. You can expect to see these on roads near you very soon and everywhere. Number 5. The Hyundai Ioniq 6. Another car that hopes to go up against Tesla is Hyundai's offering, the Ioniq 6, which is aiming to go after the Tesla Model 3. This upcoming four-door will be following trends set by its forebears, and with single and dual motor configurations, a variety of options, and up to 300 miles of range, it could get there. As more info is released, we could see a horsepower of up to 320 as well, making this a very attractive sedan. The Ioniq 6 is a stylish-looking, fast-moving vehicle with a luxurious interior and additional tech features, which become increasingly obvious when compared with Hyundai's gas-powered Elantra and Sonata vehicles. Number 6. Nio ET7. As we step further and further into the future, the abundance of EVs for us to enjoy only grows, and one of the biggest competitors in the rush to the emerging EV market is China's Nio. At the moment, Nio has produced a dazzling array of electric-only cars, and one of them is the impressive ET7. This EV, with its minimalist design, luxury interior, and 12.8-inch digital touchscreen, will make you feel like you're piloting a starship. Even better is that around a track, the car can generate up to 644 horsepower, and the 150 kilowatt-hour battery can handle up to 621 miles between each charge. And that's most likely the reason why the Neo ET7 will likely be bringing the fight to the next Tesla Model S. Number 7. Cadillac Lyriq. The Lyriq is Cadillac's first entry into the luxury EV market, an SUV with futuristic styling and a modern contemporary cabin. With both single-motor rear-wheel drive and dual-motor all-wheel drive, there'll be an available driving range of over 300 miles. The Lyriq has been based around GM's scalable battery architecture, and with 500 horsepower in all-wheel mode, not to mention a potential 0 to 60 time of just 4.3 seconds, this SUV will surely turn heads, especially in the EV world. Number 8. Mercedes EQE. Picture the Mercedes EQS, shrink it a little, and you've got the Mercedes EQE, albeit still with its own distinctions. The car has been specifically designed to fit somewhere in between the Tesla Model 3 and Model S, and it's expected to have a driving range of over 300 miles, as well as speedy charging that could see a nearly flat battery get to 80% in just 30 minutes. The initial release will have a single motor, rear-wheel drive configuration topping out at about 280 horsepower, but will be followed up soon after by the 402 horsepower dual-motor all-wheel model. Number 9. Pininfarina Battista. Now this one is luxurious, and you shouldn't be surprised, as you'll know that the Pininfarina name is closely associated with Ferrari. Their 6-decade-long partnership has led to 200 Ferrari designs, as innovation rules. One of the most interesting things about the Battista, however, is its so-called e-heart, which utilizes 2 speakers to generate an audible deep resonant sound throughout the body, making the whole thing sound very space-age. But it's got it where it counts too, with over 1,800 horsepower and nearly 1,700 pound torque to get your heart pounding too. This one's not for the faint of heart. Number 10. Lightyear One. Dutch EV startup Lightyear raised over $100 million in order to realize production of its solar EV, the Lightyear One. This one is a true game-changer among all electric vehicles that are being produced in 2022, though under 1,000 of them will be produced in the first wave. 4 super-efficient wheel-based motors power the car. But the other thing to consider is the absurd efficiency of the vehicle, with only an 8.3 kilowatt-hour over 100 kilometers. This means the car will be able to achieve a whopping 725 kilometers from a 60 kilowatt-hour battery. Of course, the battery is supported by the solar roof system, which can add further 70+ kilometers to the range on a sunny day. It doesn't have the fastest acceleration, with a 0 to 60 range being somewhere under 10 seconds. But if you're looking for fuel efficiency and a comfortable, ergonomically designed driving experience, then you should look no further than this offering, if you can find one. And that's the list. Which ones piqued your interest? Did we miss any out? Let us know in the comments section, and don't forget to smack that like button, subscribe, and